Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. The final playoff on EA Sports. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and learning all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
That's the score. Vikings 7. Panthers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
The pass.
Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Really nice Nice pick there for the reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a good story on that. He said he didn't even know he won the award. His buddy had to call him. He saw him on television and said, hey, congratulations. How about that?
And I'll bet you his buddy said, well, since you didn't know, I'll just go ahead and claim the award, right? And everything that goes along with it. But the reason he won the award the previous week and what we just saw there, instincts, understanding where the play is going and being able to make a play in the football.
It's a gain of 35. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that. The nickel look, 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And this is no good. Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect. And this remains a 13-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one,
And got his man complete. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Point after.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. So here are the Vikings now as they will go for 2. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Fielded just inside the 20. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. Start the drive, has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Number 28.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. As he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he's standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked up at the 49. So more points here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
21. Panthers 6.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The running back.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point, or in this case, a field goal.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. Wants a screen pass. That's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now back to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Touchdown, Panthers. From 8 yards out, and the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taken in the end zone.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all. Down and try to increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to go up top again. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
The kicker on for the point after.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This throw caught left side, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st down, Carolina.
Back to throw here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 17. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. We haven't even escaped the 1st half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the 1st half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk is a big decision here.
And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
31 yards.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up second down.
At the 22
well, obviously, they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And he'll give it here to his running back. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, they trail by 3 scores. Look, they're not completely out of this, but it's sort of go time right now.
Yeah, and they knew that coming out after halftime, it was going to take a collective effort to get back into this ball game. The defense got the stop for them, so maybe that can get things started. Now the offense has to pick their game up as well. And if they can put a score on the board, hey, they could get back in it in a hurry.
2nd and 13. Complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st down, Carolina.
He'll drop to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to throw. To his running back, complete. And well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to victim to it themselves.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Brought down at the 20.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 14-yard line.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They're going to look to throw. And that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
12 yards to go.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Being chased out left. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. With touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. extra point attempt here still to come. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Vikings 38, Panthers 12.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Second and 14. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He gets sidelines.